All right, my camera died yesterday, so I didn't get this work of art on camera. But anyway, I started putting pallets up as framing. And then in between the pallets, I poured concrete. So there's spare rebar pieces. This is all concrete. Underneath these tires, there's probably like maybe 12 to 15 inches deep of a concrete beam that goes all the way across. And then the tires are full of road base with rebar coming up. So this is pretty solid. And reason I'm doing it this way is because my bed's gonna go up there and I don't want to fall through the floor. So I'm gonna keep building this up with all these pallets I got for free. And this is gonna be like that thick of all concrete and rock. And next to my work, they have a ton of pallets that they said I can just take. So now I'm trying to stack these up so I can start building the walls and pushing weight against it. Oh, Jesus. So I'm gonna cover the front of this with Adobe and rock, and it's gonna go all the way up. So I should probably put a screw along the top to seal these together. I mean, it's gonna be covered with Adobe. Maybe I should glue them too. Then I gotta take it back off. No, I think it's fine. And it's level. Come on, bro. This thing ain't going nowhere for now. So now, even with just this one here, this one barely moves anymore. Before it was kind of rickety. So if I put another one on top and then I seal off the bottom, and I know at the bottom here, I'm gonna have to do something about this because right now it's resting on that tire that's full of road base and concrete, and there's rebar from that bottom tire through that one. I don't know why I did that. It was just spare pieces, but someone told me that if you put rebar in there, the tires won't move. I don't think the tires are ever gonna move anyway, but I just did it. And then this one is resting on that rock. So what I can do is I don't know if it's necessary, but I have a bunch of spare OSB and plywood that I can put on the side, do a rock wall along the bottom, and pour concrete in here. Actually, I don't know. Do I really need to do that? I don't think so. And then on the other side, like in here, I think now I'm gonna put some water storage down here. So I should probably think about running the pipe before I seal this off. But you know those big blue 55-gallon tubs? I don't like plastics. I'm doing my best not to use any plastic at all. I don't want microplastic in my balls, but I might just get those gallons. I think they're BPA safe or something. Stack a bunch of those back here and use this area for the water storage for the shower, because that propane tank is going to go on there. A pipe is going to go through there, and the shower head is going to be over there. So I think that is probably the best spot for this space, because I was afraid I was going to waste this space, but now I'm not. So it'll be water storage. So when I get the roof on, the water collection will go into this water tank. But they're really expensive, so I'm trying to find a cheap one. So I may not have done the best job on the house because it's starting to look like a pirate ship, but the lawn looks amazing. So I'm rocking and rolling on that side, but this side, I got to figure out how to, so the roof's not going to go all the way to the top. It's just going to go underneath the windows. So I got to figure out how to go down, like on an angle from up there to there. So I started putting in these, one of these 4x4 posts to go down. So I'm definitely gonna put pallets here, but I really want all windows. So that's gonna be a challenge. And then from here, all the water collection will be in there. Like I said, the propane tank will go here. And then I'll build something so it's easily accessible so I can pull it out and fill up another one and put it there. And then I probably have to run the water somehow to up there because the shower is going to go down here. And then put a floor in here because the water from the shower is going to go into here, which is going to be a planter. So it'll feed the plants in here. I feel like that part's not going to be that hard. All right, so I think what I should do is start taking more weight off of the floor as much as I can, because there's going to be a lot of weight up there. So I'll take weight off this one to there, from there all the way down, and I'll just start working on this part. And then this one's pretty good. I just started making like an Adobe tower thingy in the middle just because I thought it would look cool, because this whole area down here is going to be the bathroom, this whole big space. And then take the weight off this front part and then try to figure out a staircase situation to get upstairs, because I still can't do that yet. These sunflowers are coming in real nice. These are going to get really big, so they should cover that wall. So next year, when that wall is done, next season, these will go all the way up. I got to dig up a bunch of these big rocks, put them all around the bottom, and then I got to order road base, pack it all the way in, and then concrete so that it's really solid at the bottom. That way when I go up, it's more secure up there because my bed's going to go there. So I'm a little bit off. So I'm going to cut that and have it go underneath. I probably only have to shave off a little bit more. Come on, man. I'm going to get buried in the comments, I'm sure. But again, I'm using all spare pieces, so I'm doing the best I can. So this beam, or this 4x4, goes all the way down to the bottom, about 5 inches into the ground. And this tire is packed with road base and concrete. This beam is about 2 tires deep with the 12 inches at the bottom. So it's not going anywhere. But this is resting on it, and I want to take all the weight off the screws. So I got these spare pieces, and it's resting underneath. And as this goes all the way down to the bottom, I wanted to make sure this bottom one didn't shift if I bumped into it. So I took another spare piece, rested it on top of the concrete, screwed it into the 4x4 beam, and then screwed this piece into the bottom, and then put another spare piece inside. So this way, this bottom is completely solid, and the weight is being taken off the screw. So I'm going to get another piece and go there to here to take the weight off of the screw that's going from that 2x6 into that 4x4. Perfect. That one is good. The one all the way down there is good. All the weight is off the screws. So it looks a little janky, but this just built like a little box with spare pieces. So this thing isn't going anywhere. So I'm going to build another one of those right there all the way up. And now I need a piece to go in here. So it's got to rest on this one to go to there. And then I take a marker, I make the line, but I make it a little bit more than I need because I know I'm going to mess it up. So I call that the handicap. There we go. Perfect. So now all the weight is completely off this 2x6 that goes all the way down to the middle of that one. I gotta lift this up there. So now that I'll screw that in, and then this whole thing will be secured by rocks and concrete. But I just want to get the pallets up to frame it, and then when the rainy season ends, which should be soon, I hope, I'll get road base and start building it up. And then it'll be one big rock. So now I'm going to take, what I like about pallets is, well, they're free, but I'm taking these 2x4s, sliding them through and connecting them to that side. I'm taking these spare pieces as a way to keep it level so I can start building on top of these pallets and then starting to secure all this in, because I would like this to be 2 pallets thick, and then I can fill it with straw for insulation, and then the Adobe, and then road base in front of it. This came out pretty good. So I'll just put 3 or 4 more coats on there. I'll probably cover the bottom with road base, or maybe I'll put some tiles on there. I think I have some broken tiles that I found. So I can put a little candle in the middle. All right, my goal is to get this all plastered today. What is that? Anyway, I'm going to try to get all this plastered. It's a lot of work, so I don't know if I'm going to get it all done today. But I started doing that up there. So when it rains, this part falls off. So I'm hoping that this lime plaster will keep that from happening. And I don't know if this is the smartest thing to do. I'm just trying it. This weed barrier that I have over the rubber, I'm just plastering along the side, hoping that it will, because sometimes when it rains, this part that goes over, it gets the structure wet. So I'm hoping if I plaster over it, and then maybe over time I can do like some rock wall stuff up here, it'll keep this part protected. But knowing what I know now, I would have put a roof, like an overhang, but I didn't do that. All right, this part's drying pretty good. Now that part. So once I clean up down there, it'll look pretty good. So note to self, next time, don't start planting things until after you plaster. this is starting to come out pretty good. So I put road base all along the side. That's like a solid rock. I started doing the other side. And then I'll probably cover the bottom with rocks and then either do Adobe or I don't know, but it looks good because it's blended into the structure. So this is going to be the chicken coop. So I just want to make sure I keep animals out so my chickens are safe. So that's why I put road base all along the bottom. I got that all oiled. I got this part all done. That's all oiled, so it'll look more consistent in color when it dries. And then I'm gonna paint something on the window. And then the back, I gotta do something up there. But I like how it's turning out. These parts started cracking, but not that much. So I just put some more Adobe on there. When that dries, I'll plaster and oil it. And then a little part up there, but it looks pretty clean. Same thing, I put road base all along the bottom, just in case. But I like how it's turning out.